Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. Let's dive in. So in today's DripX update, we got some bullish news for the ICE bridge being live. If you're not familiar with ICE, essentially ICE is the wrapped DripX version, on Pulse. So you take your DripX and now you can bridge it over to the Pulse chain network and use it as ICE, and then as ICE you can actually start farming with it. So let's take a look over on DripX, and over here you will see the bridge, and that is found at icebridge.dripx.win. Let's go back to the Twitter real quick just to read some of the updates. So that was launching. So this is the official ICE bridge is now live. You can bridge your DripX tokens from Binance into Pulse Chain and receive ICE in return. Start earning yield on your P-Drip farms today. This is the contract address. Over 20 billion DripX tokens have been bridged into ICE and burned. Here's the burn receipt over on Pulse Chain. That is awesome. And this is what the bridge looks like. Pretty simple. I personally will not be bridging or participating. Like I told you guys, I'm done kind of chasing things around. I like that the team is constantly innovating, updating, and trying to find ways to add value to the DripX ecosystem. But I feel like I already got in early with this one, and I just want to try to recoup what I put in. And the reason I'm not going to bridge over is because that will require me to purchase P-Drip. Now, if you have P-Drip, then you're good. But for P-Drip or other tokens, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you can get in this farm here, which has some pretty decent APRs, and you're gonna earn the H2O, which you could turn around and sell. That'd be great as well. But that requires you to purchase P-Drip to create the LP. Then we also have, wasn't there one other ICE farm somewhere? That's the only farm right now? So it's just P-Drip and ICE. I thought there was something else with ICE. Maybe that was something they talked about and maybe they'll be doing later on. But the point I'm getting at is that this is great for those in the Pulse Drip ecosystem and those that want to farm and do other things, but that requires putting up more capital. So as I told you guys, this is all about risk management. This is already a risky play for me and it has not played out. So for me to go and now allocate additional risk capital to another volatile asset and pair these two volatile assets together to earn a farming reward token in hopes that I can now recoup some of that investment is just additional gambling on top of gambling. So like, I would have done that as a DGen last cycle, but now I realize that money that I have is better allocated towards Bitcoin. So I think this is awesome. Like I said to you guys that are out here want to participate in this, because P-Drip has lots of liquidity across these other pairs. When you look at it with Wrap PLS and PDI and ETH and Teddy and that's PulseX. What else we got? Atropa, USDC, PUSDT, Bro, Wrap Bitcoin, Wrap Drip. So like there's lots of liquidity to strengthen the P-Drip token. So this would be a solid play for those DGens out there that want to participate in more like yield farming and things of that nature. But for me, I just personally will not be doing it. But I think it's an awesome play by the team to strengthen the DripX token while simultaneously strengthening or adding utility to the P-Drip ecosystem. But for me, this is the other wallet, the one that I made all the other mini miners all the way out until like day 280 or whatever the case may be. So I'm still waiting to see how this plays out. So the market value on this has actually gone up, which is awesome to see. So it does look like things right now are looking more positive. So my shorter stakes so far out to day 70. Well, this is actually longer than day 70 because 76 now. So I did this one late. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. This $1,600 of dashboard divs that are unrealized right now for the market value. And with these plays that the team is making, this can further strengthen the DripX token and add more scarcity, which adds more value. And then getting closer into the bull run, then you get more BNB price appreciation. So again, I do believe this ecosystem has more legs for sure, but I just personally will not be allocating any more risk capital into it because I'm still underwater in it. Like, it hasn't paid itself out yet at all. So I do not continue. Don't see any point, I should say, to continue adding to this until I see it recoup at some stage. And my other wallet, let's see. This one, I have no more miners left. Everything has been put into long-term stakes. And right now the staking is not attractive. Well, I still have some tokens in my wallet, but you see all these are long-term stakes, 2,900, blah, 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 blah. There's a couple that look like they end, 84, 113. So these were the early ones that I did that I'll be able to restake. But point being on this, the market value of these stakes is $378. And like I showed you guys before, I've taken out 400. Then the upcoming payout is 211. Then by the end of the year, another 211. So this one now is looking, dashboard divs, of course, looking like it could actually break even. I have to wait for this 90-day cycle. And of course, if these things continue trending this way, then as everybody said in the chats and what the team said, that over time, this ecosystem gets strengthened. So it does appear as though they're setting it up for a much longer term play. And this could be very lucrative long term. The only issue for me is, like I said, I've been jaded, PTSD from previous cycles. I have not seen anything last long term and add value other than Bitcoin. There are assets that have lasted a long time, but those charts look down and to the right, whereas Bitcoin has lasted a long time and it's up and to the right. So ETH, of course, is still looking at like that as well. Some of the other top alts, but all the shit coins, as we would call them, the degen dApps, those have not proven their test of time. So therefore, because I don't know where this will be a year from now, 2 years from now, I'd much rather personally continue dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and other alts. Still also looking for the OKB and SwapX ecosystem as well. So that'll be in another video because we do have an update from them in addition to this. But again, to end on a high note, I think this is awesome. I like what they're doing. I think it's great for the ecosystem, and so far showing that the token is trending a little better. You can see down here, I should not have done that. Dadgummit. It's starting to curl up a bit. So again, I believe this is all in direct relation to the team and the management and the pivots and updates and all the stuff that they're doing. So I want to see if this can kind of continue climbing its way back out of that hole. And with the burning and the utility and all these different things, I definitely think they're on the right track. I just personally don't want to allocate any more risk capital to this. I'd much rather, like I said, my play this cycle is 90% Bitcoin and top layer 2 alts, like your ETH, your Solana, your AVAX. I think that has another leg in it. OKB possible. Things of that nature, even BNB. And then 10% is going to be allocated towards plays like this. And that's already where I'm sitting at for right now. If things change later on in this cycle, then I might allocate a little more risk capital, and I'd much rather do it, even if that means at the cost of buying higher than is available now. I'd much rather prove itself over time. Kind of like, I think it was Rob Powell mentioned about, some of these sovereign wealth funds and the ETFs, they're buying Bitcoin now at $70,000. But for them, that's a steal because the risk reward ratio is more sound, meaning they know that the network is more robust now, that there's strength and support from the SEC and the US government, and other countries are adopting it. So therefore, them getting into it, it's less risky than them getting into it when it was $100 to $500. Even though they would have got a hell of a lot more and got an amazing steal, they weren't willing to risk that at that stage, and they're perfectly happy risking it now at 70K because it's a long-term store of value. So I look at this the same way, not like a long-term store of value, but looking at it as saying, okay, if this rebounds and I get back in and the price is much higher, I would much rather buy back in at these prices, seeing a solid reversal trend, than continue to try to catch a falling knife like I did before in the last cycle. So that's how I will be playing this. But again, so far, it looks like my bag might break even on this one, and this was the one that's going to be down 50%. So we will see. Still got a long time before that's all said and done. But all in all, I like what's going on here. And if you want more information, jump in their their Telegram, and head on over to X and read their Twitter feed and start bridging your assets and participating in the farms. The farms have some great APRs. So, and the H2O token, if I'm not mistaken, is doing quite well also. Let's see what the price that is. It was like 2 cents a little while ago. Let me see what it says now. Yep, so it's actually still going up. So you could actually make some solid divs farming over there, for sure. All right, smash that HBO special. Help brother out. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real-world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.